This is Chris Beall. Phil Hurley and I are sitting here talking about these two iconic, or actually one iconic main guitar, and that's a 53 or 54 script logo Gretsch Duo Jet. Extremely rare as far as I'm concerned. I've played, I think, maybe 3 of them in my life. And we're comparing the two. We're comparing the original early model Duo Jet with, this is Jason Banning guitar that's a takeoff of the old Duo Jet. So you'll notice that they have similar pickups. These are TV Jones. These are the reissue DeArmond Dynasonics. Those, of course, are the real thing. Otherwise, you know, similar build and similar quality. A couple of the things to note about the 53, 54 Duo Jet. Of course, script logo, which I think is just awesome. The block inlays.
Yeah.
So I think they only did that, what was it, up to 54, 55?
I think so, yeah.
Something like that.
No Bigsby, just a cool little G tailpiece.
Yeah, and the Melita bridge, which is a handful. If you're trying to do string mutes and stuff, you know, you'll notice Phil and I kind of trying to make our way around that. Phil and I both played this one live at different times. The twang on these things, man, is just phenomenal.
And a great handful of neck.
Yeah.
I don't normally think of Gretsch's as having such a handful.
And that was back when men were men.
Yeah. Beatles fans will probably recognize this famously. George Harrison had a black 57, I think, that you see him playing in the early days on all those early recordings. So these have become incredibly sought after.
Some of the differences, you know, in the modern guitars are the way the bodies are chambered. I mean, I've noticed that because I love Gretsch's. I mean, Phil does too. So we've noticed these differences. The new Gretsch guitars are fantastic. I have one of the 2000 model Duo Jet reissues, but it's the one with Filtertrons in it. So
is it a solid body?
It feels like a solid body. They say it's chambered, and it is, obviously, but it's not chambered like these. These have larger chambers in them. They feel much more like a hollow body guitar.
Yeah, because it's not a bad weight. Yeah. And I was just reading, this was definitely, Gretsch was, you know, having an immediate knee-jerk reaction to the release of the Les Paul.
Yeah.
So, you know, a year or two after Gibson comes out with their single cutaway, you know, 2-pickup solid body, Gretsch is like, okay, we're in the game.
Yeah. And they tried to channel to remove weight.
Yeah,
really,
exactly.
In the chamber.
One of the things we both were noting about this guitar is that even though you think of it as being, you know, kind of Beatles, Chet Atkins, you know, honky-tonky country, old Gretsch's, anytime you go up to this neck pickup, are authentically jazzy.
Yeah.
I mean, you could really play a jazz gig with this.
Yeah, and we also talked about, like, for me, single coils, I like both ends of the spectrum. I like P90s, I like Dynasonics, and I like those little silver tone
gold foils.
DeArmond gold foils. Yeah, and I don't like anything in between. So I like the boldness of these, and I like the cleanliness of the others. But yeah, comparing these two, as we were playing earlier, this one is a modern take, and it obviously is in a penguin style. You know, you can see the headstock, and it has the appointments to match. Jason did a fantastic job on this, and he aged it too, so it has more of a vintage feel as well, like your 335 does.
Yeah.
This one has the reissue TV Jones T-Armonds, different style frets. These are a little bit larger frets. The bodies are the main thing that are the big difference. So if you look at
considerably thicker.
Yeah, look how thick the old Gretsch bodies are. Even the reissues are not like this. This Banning Duo Jet is more along the lines of a reissue width of a body. The compartments inside, the chambering is vintage, so it's really light and feels like a hollow body, but the width is different. You notice on the old Duo Jet how thick the body actually is. So I think the stern stuff that's coming out of California is more like this.
I've seen one of the master-built ones. But yeah, clearly a single piece of mahogany.
Yeah.
You know, just beautifully done. But I got to take this moment. I know Christian feels the same way. We got to send a little bit of a shout-out to our buddy Don Ritter from Category 5 Amps, which are the amps we're playing through. But Don has a phenomenal collection of guitars, and he was kind enough to let us borrow these, this and his beautiful 335 for these cool comparisons.
Yeah,
so,
otherwise,
Don, I'm sorry you'll never see them again.
Right on.